Hey guys, Mitch here from Battle Servo Studios, and in this video I'll be walking through Paint Codex and giving you guys a quick tutorial on creating your first Paint Doctrine. If you haven't yet, please hit the like button, subscribe, and comment down below. Without further ado, let's get started. This is the home screen here, so here you'll see a bunch of buttons. New Doctrine, which starts a fresh Paint Doctrine. Continue Last Doctrine, which opens the last one you worked on. Importing. Your gallery, which is essentially your card binder for all your paint doctrines and all the paint doctrines you've collected. At the bottom you'll see a badge, whether you're premium or not. If you're not, you'll see an upgrade badge, and then on the right side you'll see tutorial, shop, and settings. So if you found this video, it's probably through either Instagram or through that tutorial button. So yeah, let's start from the beginning. So New Doctrine. So New Doctrine will take you to this screen here, which you'll be able to enter all the details for your Paint Doctrine. I go to Continue Last Doctrine, you'll see the last one I was working on. For an example for this video are my Hellblasters, so I put Doctrine name as Hellblast, artist is Battle Servo Studios, model unit Hellblasters, 10 of them, because it was a big unit that I was painting that day. And then tags, you have a max of 3 tags, all separated by a comma. So here you'll see Dark Angel, Space Marines, Imperium. I put a save button in there because I'm a bit of a retro gamer, so I figured, a save button always feels nice. So then you'll hit continue. If you continue, you'll go to the main hub for your Paint Doctrine. So you can go back to the detail page with the details button at the top. You can go straight to your gallery with the button next to the cover photo as well. There's a home button that takes you back to the home screen, of course. There's an export button to the right of the cover photo and a save button again right under it. And then there's a clipboard at the top, which is your materials list. I'll talk about that after. But essentially here on the main hub, or the Doctrine Phases screen, in other words, you'll have pretty much how you want to customize your design. When you first start a Doctrine, you'll see kind of the standard design process, which is build, prime, base coat, highlight, the traditional sense of miniature painting. But I wanted this to be very custom to the artist, so you guys can always go down to this bottom left hand corner. You'll see a little pencil icon there. You click on that, and then here is the edit phases screen. So here you can customize your design as you see fit. So you can rename your phases, you can reorder them, you can delete them, you can add more, as many as you want actually. So for reordering, it's just that little button on the left hand side with the 3 horizontal bars. You just hold it and drag it, and I can bring it up, down, anywhere you want. And then to rename it, you literally just click and enter in some new text. So let's erase armor and write hello. And scroll down to the bottom, and you can add more. And yeah, add as many as you want pretty much. And then to delete them, it's as simple as just hitting that trash can button. And that's it. And then just save and continue. Let's try building and priming. So essentially here you'll just see a step-by-step description of what this phase is. So the phase is building and priming. So you can break it down into as many steps as you want, or as little steps as you want. And again, there's a delete and then a security feature to make sure that you're deleting the step. But anyways, you go to the step description box here, and you'll see you can enter a title for this step with a maximum of 20 characters. Step details. So here you can pretty much detail everything that has to do with this step. So for priming, I guess I put here prime with Citadel Chaos Black, but I mean, like I said, you could do whatever you want, put in as many details as you want. There is no character limit for this. And then hit save, and that'll be saved there. And then paint and materials used. So here you can add as many paints as you need for this step, and I break it down into brand and color. And you can again delete any paint that you don't need. And then you have a box at the bottom for tools, so dry brush, airbrush, whatever be the case, just hit save. And then every step has a space for pictures. I'm working on getting short videos up, but for now it's just pictures. You can take a photo within the app, or you can add from a gallery somewhere. So you'll put in up to 3 pictures. You can set whichever one you want as a cover. You can delete them. So that's this phase screen, and again, each phase that you made in the main hub will give you a phase screen, and you'll detail it as you want. And then at the end, for our premium users, you do have access to this materials list button. It'll put all the Citadel paints together, Vallejo, AK Interactive, whatever you use, and then tools will be at the bottom. So that's pretty much it. You can copy this list into your Amazon shopping cart or whatever, and just be ready to go essentially. So this is super useful because I'll usually, for a design, when I'm planning something, I'll watch a ton of tutorials and YouTube videos to put together a plan. Maybe I like a more grim dark armor recipe, so I'll use that, but maybe I'll like a very fluorescent like lens design or art recipe, or I'll like the faces that Squidmar does on a recent YouTube video or something. So I take a little bit from different artists, and then once I've planned out the whole process, I just hit that clipboard and I'm ready to go. I'll order all my paints, and within the week you're off to the races, instead of having to go back and watch and remember what paints you needed and all that stuff. So it's a very organized way to do things. And then the last thing I'll go over very quickly is the gallery. So you just click on gallery, and here you will have everything that you've done. That is pretty much a quick tutorial of the app. Again, this is a passion project, something really cool that I made for myself initially, and then ended up releasing to everyone else because I saw how useful it was. So if you guys have any suggestions or things that you would like to add to the app, I am going to continue adding. This is an evolving process. It's not by any means finalized yet, so definitely let me know what you'd like to see, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching the video. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.